Welcome back everyone. I am Saptaparni from BioLive. Hope all of you are doing very well. So in today's video we are going to discuss about genetic crosses in Drosophila. So in this video we are mainly focusing on eye color mutations of Drosophila. So before going into mutation, we must know what is the wild type eye color in Drosophila. It is the red color or specifically brick red color, okay, which is denoted as W plus L allele, okay. Now, there are several eye color mutations in Drosophila. Now, these allele, W plus allele or their mutations are present in X chromosome. Okay, so eye color, the gene responsible for eye color in Drosophila are present in X chromosome. That is why eye color mutations in Drosophila are X-linked mutation, and specifically they are X-linked recessive mutation. Okay, as we all know, whenever a mutation is recessive in nature, then it will only show its phenotype in its homozygous condition. Okay, in its homozygous condition, that means when both the homologous chromosome will contain the same recessive allele, then only the phenotype of that recessive allele will be shown. Okay, so there are various types of eye color mutation or eye color mutant alleles in Drosophila, like white, which is denoted as W, apricot, which is denoted as WA, coral, WCO, Yosin color, WE, Satsuma, Satsuma is the orangish color, okay, which is WSAT, then cherry red, WCH, blood, WBL, etc. There are various other types also, which ranges from, all of these ranges from white to red, okay. There is a gradient, white to red, there is a gradient, okay. Now, another thing we must remember that the wild type of eye color in Drosophila, which is red color, is is given by three different types of alleles. Stellenbosch allele, which is denoted as W plus S, Cantonese W plus C, and another one is Graaff-Reinet W plus G. But these three are actually isoalleles, normal isoalleles or wild type isoalleles. Now, why they are called isoalleles? Because there may be nucleotide differences in these three types of alleles. That is why they are different types in nature, but their phenotypic range is very similar. Okay, all of these three gives rise to brick red color in Drosophila eye, which is the wild type eye color, and in bare eyes you cannot distinguish these three types of eye colors. Okay, that is why their phenotypes are not distinguishable, though their genotypes are distinguishable. That is why they are known as isoalleles. Okay, now let's come into the Drosophila genetic crosses. See, the first cross says these are the F1 progenies. Okay, we have given the different numbers of F1 progenies here, and from this you have to derive the P generation cross. Okay, the question is what will be the P generation cross for the given F1 progenies. Okay, what are the F1 progenies? Wild type male, that is 15 in number, then white male 14 in number, wild type female 15 in number, and white female 15 in number. They will not give you these things. Okay, they will not give you these things. You have to make it from your own. Okay, see, wild type male, as we are discussing about eye color mutation, so and we know that eye color mutation is present in the gene responsible for eye color in Drosophila is present in X chromosome. Okay, so here we are only considering the sex chromosomes. Okay, so wild type male will obviously have a Y chromosome. This is the Y chromosome, and a X chromosome. Now it is wild type, so the X chromosome will contain W plus allele. Okay, W plus is the normal or wild type allele for eye color mutation on X chromosome. So wild male will contain this kind of genotype. Okay, or genetic constituent. Next, white male. See, the male is white, that means obviously it is a male, so Y chromosome will be there, and the X chromosome will contain W allele. Okay, W is the mutant allele, okay, which denotes the white phenotype, okay, white eye color. Now, wild type female can be of two types. One is, these two are X chromosome. First of all, these two are X chromosome, and both the X chromosome may contain the wild type allele W plus and W plus. Okay. And another thing is that as the white eye color is a recessive mutation, so in case of heterozygous or hemizygous condition, it will also show the wild type phenotype. So the two X chromosomes of female Drosophila may contain one W plus allele, that is the wild type allele, and another W allele, which is the white eye color allele. As the W allele is recessive allele, so in W plus W condition it will show the wild red color eye. Okay. Now white eye female, the female is white eyed, that means both the X chromosome will contain the white allele, that is the W allele. As white allele or W allele are recessive in nature, they will only show their phenotype in their homozygous condition. Okay. Now from this, first of all, looking at this, you have to derive the genotype of these individuals. Okay. Now after that, you have to count their sex ratio. Okay. See here, the sex ratio will be male is to female equal to, how many males are there? 15 plus 14. 15 plus 14, and how many females are there? 15 plus 15. So 15 plus 15. So 29 is to 30, that is 1 is to 1. Whenever the sex ratio is 1 is to 1, it is very important. It means that there is no lethality. Okay, no progeny, no F1 progeny have died. Okay, and it is very important to know if there is lethality or not. If there is lethality, then the cross will be of another type, and if there is no lethality, then the cross will be of other type. Okay. Now after that, we can also calculate the phenotypic ratio, that is the wild type or red color and white color eye. Okay, see here how many wild type eyes are there. Wild type eyes are 15 plus 15, that means 30, and white eyes are 14 plus 15, that is 29. Okay, so 15 plus 15 and 14 plus 15, 30 is to 29, so 1 is to 1. Okay, this is a type of, you can call it as test cross ratio. Okay, now let's derive the cross here. See here, the you have to derive the P generation cross. So for that, you have to look into the male genotype first. Okay, because from the male genotype we will get what will be the mother's phenotype in P generation. Okay, see here, two males are there. One is wild type male, which have a W plus X chromosome. Okay, and here is a white male which have W X chromosome. Okay, and as we know, the X chromosomes are derived from mother, so obviously the mother of this F1 progeny will have a W plus allele, and obviously another W allele. So obviously the P generation mother will have a W plus allele and another W allele. Okay. Now what will be father's genotype? Obviously there will be a Y chromosome, and what will be the genotype, what will be the allele present on the X chromosome? It will be W. Why W? Because see, here is a white female which have both W alleles. One will be from mother and another will be from father. So obviously father's X chromosome will carry the W allele. Okay, got it? So whenever you are deriving any cross, first of all, just draw the female or mother's X chromosome and then father's X and Y chromosome, and after that give the allele notation there. Okay, as we have seen that the two male child have W plus and W allele, so obviously mother will have a W allele on one X chromosome and W plus allele on other X chromosome. Okay, and then this is the Y allele for father, and the X chromosome will have, this is the Y chromosome, and the X chromosome will have W. Why W? Because one of their progeny is white female, okay, which have W on both X chromosomes. So one is from father and one is from mother. So mother have already one, so father will have another W chromosome. Okay, so got it? Now what will be the gametes here? Obviously from here two gametes will be W plus and W. See here W plus and W, and from here two gametes will be W and Y gamete. W gamete and Y gamete. Okay. Now derive the do the cross or Punnett square here for the F1 generation. See here we have written male gametes on the top and female gametes on the side. Okay, so male gametes are W and Y gamete, so W and Y, and female gametes are W plus and W gamete, so here W plus and W gamete. And when we have crossed, we can get W plus W here, which is a wild type of female, because as we know white W is a recessive mutation, so in heterozygous condition it will give rise to wild type or red-eyed female. Okay, then W plus and Y chromosome, so it is a wild type male as it has W plus. Then WW, that is white female, as both of its chromosome, X chromosome contains the mutant allele. So in recessive condition, homozygous recessive means the recessive phenotype will be expressed, so it is the white female. And here the W and Y chromosome, from here W and from here Y chromosome. Okay, so WY means here the male will be, as it has Y, it is obviously male, and as it has W allele on X chromosome, it is white male. Okay, got it? So from this cross you can see there is a wild female, a wild male, a white female and a white male. So all have 1:1:1:1 ratio, and I have written their genotypes here. Okay, so see, the question had the same ratio 15:14:15:14. That means 1:1:1:1. Okay, so from the cross we have also got the same progeny ratio, that is 1:1:1:1. So our cross is correct. Okay, got it? Now coming to another question. The second question says the wild type male has 19 progenies, white male has 20 progeny, and red female has 40 progeny. Now from this you have to derive the wild type male, not wild type male, it is the F1 progeny values here. In F1 there are 19 wild type male, 20 white male, and 40 red female. Okay, so first of all, see here, there is no white female here. Okay, that is the important thing to notice. There is no white female here. Okay, now from this you have to delineate the P generation cross. So first of all we will write down the genotype of F1 progeny. So what will be the genotype? Wild type male means obviously this is the Y chromosome, and on X chromosome there will be W plus allele. White type male means this is the Y chromosome, and on X chromosome there will be mutant allele W. Okay, for white eye color. Now red female means red is the wild type eye color. Okay, so red female means either on both the X chromosome there will be W plus allele, or on one X chromosome there will be W plus allele, and on other X chromosome there will be W allele. Got it? Now let's delineate the cross. But another important thing is that there is no white female, so there will be no genotype that will be of WW. Okay, WW. There will be no genotype which will have WW on both the X chromosome. Okay, this is absent. You have to remember that. So first of all, let's determine the sex ratio, male is to female. How many males are there? 19 plus 20, so 39. And how many females are there? 40. So obviously the sex ratio is 1:1. That means no lethality is there. Then let's talk about the phenotype ratio. The wild type is to white ratio will be, how many wild types are there? 19 male and 40 females. So 59 wild type and 59 wild type, and how many white? Only 20 whites. Okay, 20 whites. So it is the 3:1 ratio, which is the monohybrid cross ratio. Okay, Mendel's cross, it is the monohybrid cross ratio. Now let's derive the P generation cross. See here, what I have told you, whenever you get the progeny values or progeny genotype, you have to look into the male's genotype. Okay, see here two males are present. One male has W plus allele on its X chromosome and another male has W allele on its X chromosome. Now we know that the male gets their X chromosome from mother. So obviously mother's X chromosome, one of the mother's X chromosome will have W plus allele and another one will have W allele. Okay, so let's draw the mother's X chromosome. This is the mother. So one of the X chromosome will have W allele and another one will have W plus allele. Okay, got it? Then let's come to the father's genotype. See, obviously it is a father, it is a male, so there will be a Y chromosome, and on X chromosome what will be there? W plus or W? This is the question. Okay, so what will be there on the X chromosome of father, W or W plus? See, one important thing you have to notice here, that there is no white female in the progeny. Okay, so as there is no white female, so obviously there will be no white allele from father, because to form a white female, the progeny must get one white allele from mom and one white allele from dad. So obviously as mother has a white allele, but to negate this, there should be no white allele on father's X chromosome. Okay, so there should be no W allele on father's X chromosome. So what allele should be there? So there should be W plus allele. Got it? How to derive the father's genotype? Okay, so that is how you must derive the father's genotype. So now this is the cross. Mother has WW plus genotype and father has W plus Y genotype. Now what will be the gametes? Obviously W gamete and W plus gamete from mom. Okay, and from father W plus gamete and Y chromosome, obviously. Now let's do the Punnett square or checkerboard. See here we have written the male gametes on the upside and the female gametes on the side. Okay, lateral side. So male gametes are W plus and Y chromosome, W plus Y chromosome, and female gametes are W plus. Got it? So crossing these we can get W plus W. W plus W means red female or wild type female. Then W and Y chromosome, that means white male. Then W plus means it is also the red female or wild type female. Then W plus and Y chromosome means it is the red or wild type male. Okay. Now how many red females or wild type males are here? 2. Okay, so 2 red females are here and these are the 2 genotypes of them. Then there is a wild type male. You can see this is the wild type male. So it is the genotype of that, and there is another white male. So this is the genotype of white male. So there is 2:1:1 ratio of these 3 progenies in F1 generation. Let's check if this matches with our question. See here, the wild male has 19, that means 1. White male 21 and red equal to 40. So the ratio is 1:1:2. And here we have got the also the same ratio, the 1:1:2 ratio. Okay, so we have derived the correct cross here. Okay. Now coming to the next question. See here, they are asking, these are the F1 progenies. Okay, and their numbers are given. There are 10 wild type females, 5 white male and 5 apricot male. See here 2 types of mutant alleles are given. Okay, one is white type allele and another one is apricot allele. We know that both white and apricots are mutant alleles for Drosophila eye color. Okay, and these are males. So obviously for white male there will be the W allele on X chromosome and obviously Y chromosome is there. And for apricot, we are taking WA as the apricot allele or mutant allele. So obviously there will be WA allele on the X chromosome, and obviously there is Y chromosome present. Now there is also wild type of female. Okay, so what can be the genotype of wild type female? One could be both the X chromosome may contain the wild type allele, that is W plus W plus. Okay, or it could be that one X chromosome contains wild type allele, that is W plus, whereas another X chromosome contains white type allele, that is W. Okay, so as we know, the mutants are recessive, so in heterozygous condition they will also show the wild type color or red color. Okay, so this could be another genotype, and another genotype could be one X chromosome may show the wild type allele W plus, and another X chromosome may show another mutant allele, that is apricot WA. We also know that apricot is also a recessive mutation, so in heterozygous condition this will show the wild type or red color eye. Okay, so let's derive the P generation cross here. So first of all, we have to look into the sex ratio. The sex ratio is male is to female equal to how many males are there? 5 plus 5, 10, and how many females are there? 10 females. So it is 1:1. That means there is no lethality. Okay. Now just derive the phenotypic ratio also. Wild type is to white is to apricot equal to 10 is to 5 is to 5. That is 2:1:1. See here, 2:1:1. Okay. Now let's derive the cross. So I have already told you that to derive the P generation cross, you have to look into the F1 generations males progenies genotype. Okay, see here in F1 you can see there is a white male. So this white allele is from its mother, and white apricot and apricot male, this white allele is also derived from its mother. So obviously mother's X chromosome will have a W allele and WA allele or apricot allele. So see here, the mother's X chromosome, this is the mother's X chromosome has one X chromosome has W allele and another X chromosome has WA allele. Now what will be father's genotype? So to draw the father's genotype, first of all draw the Y chromosome and then the X chromosome. Now we don't know what will be here, W plus or W or whatever. Okay, see here, another thing is that there is wild type of female. Okay, wild type female, and mother's genotype is W or WA. So to become wild type, there must be a wild type allele from either mother or father. Okay, but mother cannot give wild type allele because it has both mutant alleles on its X chromosome, on both of its X chromosome. Okay, so from where should we get the wild type allele? Obviously from father. Okay, that is why the X chromosome of father is W plus in nature. Got it? You have to form the wild type female. Once more time I am explaining, you have to form the wild type female. Whatever is the wild type female's genotype, there should be one W plus allele. Okay, one W plus allele must be there. Okay, but mother has W allele and WA allele. So mother could not give the W plus allele. So W plus allele must be given by father. So that is why the X chromosome of father should be W plus. It should contain W plus allele. Got it? So now form the gametes. There will be two gametes, W gametes and WA gametes from mom. Okay, and there will be two gametes, W plus and Y chromosome from father. Now let's do the Punnett square here. Here we have written the gametes from father and here the gametes from mother. So the gametes from father is, let's check once more. Gametes from father is W plus and Y chromosome, and gametes from mother is W and WA. See here, W and WA. And when you will cross, you will get W plus W here, which is wild female. Then W and Y chromosome, it is white male. Then W plus WA, it is wild female, and WA and Y chromosome, that is, it is apricot male. So from here we can get that there are two wild females. See, two wild females are there, and these are the genotypes of these two wild female progenies of F1 generation. Then there is a white male, okay, single white male and single apricot male, okay, single apricot male. So you can now match the F1 generation with your question. 2:1:1. Okay, here also 2:1:1. Got it? So our cross is correct. Now going to another cross and the last cross of this session. See here, the F1 progenies are white male and red female. Okay, 11 and 10 in number. And you have to derive the same thing, P generation cross here. See, white male, that means the male will have Y chromosome and on the X chromosome there should be W allele. Okay. Red female could contain W plus on both the X chromosome, or it may contain W plus on one X chromosome and W on another X chromosome. Okay. Now first of all we have to derive the sex ratio. The sex ratio is 11:10, that means 1:1. And the phenotypic ratio, red is to white, is 10:11, that is 1:1. So it is a test cross. Now let's derive the cross of P generation. So what should we look into? We should look into the male's genotype. Okay, the F1 offspring's male's genotype. So male has W allele. Okay, so obviously this W allele is from mother, because this X chromosome is given by mother. So mother should have a W allele on one of its X chromosome. Okay, got it? Now what should be the allele on another X chromosome of mother? Should it be W plus or W? What should be it? Okay, we don't know. Now see, there is red female. Okay, another thing is that father should have Y chromosome, and still now we don't know what should be here on the X chromosome. Okay, now see, there is no wild type male, wild type or red-eyed male. There is no wild type male, so there should not be any W plus Y. Okay, and this W plus must be given by whom? This W plus must be given by mother. So that means there should be no W plus allele on mother's X chromosome. So that means the second X chromosome of mother should not carry the W plus allele. So what allele should it carry? Obviously W allele it should carry. Okay. So from this we can conclude the mother's genotype should be WW. Okay. Now see, there is a wild type female also. Now mothers have both X chromosome with mutant allele WW. So from where should it get the W plus allele? So obviously it should be from father. So father's X chromosome must carry W plus allele. Okay. So from this you can easily understand how the cross is derived. Okay. So mother must have WW allele and father must have W plus allele on its X chromosome. Okay. Now let's do the cross here. So how many gametes will be there from mother? Obviously both the X chromosome contain same allele, so there will be only single gamete W allele. Okay, and from father there will be two alleles, W plus containing X chromosome and Y chromosome. Okay, now let's do the cross. Here we have written the male gametes and here we have written the female gametes. So there is only one female gamete, that is the W containing X chromosome, and here W plus containing X chromosome and Y chromosome from dad. So when we will cross this, we will get W plus W, it is the red female, and W Y chromosome, that is the white male. So there is one red female, one white male. Okay, one red female and one white male in the F1 generation, which matches with our question. See here, the ratio of red female and white male are 1:1. That means 10:11 equal to 1:1. And in our F1 generation, we have also got the same result. So our cross is correct. Okay, got it? Sorry. So our cross is absolutely correct. Okay. So this is all about today's video, where we have learned the eye color mutation in Drosophila and how the genetic cross should be made. So if you find this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos. In my next video, we will come with wing mutation in Drosophila. Okay, and then we will discuss lethality too. So for getting those videos, please stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and happy learning.